local comedy. My name is Kendon. I'm the executive director here. We're so excited to have you out, and what a great show you've come to. This is our Live Out Proud show! All cast with everyone from the LGBTQIA 2+ community. We are so excited to present this show to you. There's usually a whole lot of us, and there's less of us today because life happens. But I promise you, this show is still going to be just as gay as it's ever been. So excited about that. We got a lot of great things happening tonight. We're going to start off with some Whose Line Is It Anyway style comedy, kind of like what we call short form, where you all will get a chance to give out suggestions. And in order to get that, here's how this works. As you know, in improv, everything is completely made up. And we're going to need your suggestions and your inspiration to help inspire scenes and things to happen in the show. So with that, let's practice this a little bit. Someone give me your favorite character from a TV show, book, or movie.
Homer Simpson.
Was this over Simpson? What Simpson character?
Homer.
Homer Simpson, wonderful. And Homer had went to rehab. It's clearly because Homer is addicted to donuts. Is what I heard. Yes, of course. And you would see a lovely scene of Homer like scratching his arm, getting donuts. Just saying dope. I don't know. And so you'd see a scene just like that. So, like I said, the first half of the show is going to be like Whose Line Is It Anyways. Then we're going to take a quick intermission. When we come back, we will have Kyle and Kendon doing some improvised slam poetry and a scene to follow that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, you ready to get to the first act of the night? Wonderful. Please make some noise for your Live Out Proud crew! Storytellers, everyone go ahead and step up here. The position in line that these people are in is going to be how many words they can speak as they collectively tell a story. So, for example, Kyler only gets one word before the story then passes to Kyle, who will get 2 words, Atticus 3, and so on down the line. I would love to get the name of like a made-up movie that just sounds so epic just on the title alone.
On the Cliff of Love.
On the Cliff of Love!
I feel that.
Ah, yes! It's going to be that logo movie. On the Cliff of Love. I don't even want to spoil it for you. Let's just jump right into this. As every good story starts off, we're going to all start by saying, Once upon a time,
there was a man, dog, and
Friend who went to
the cliff sides of Norway, where they never found love, peace, or joy.
So they were jumping
Off into an abyss of sadness.
oh no!
Until one flying turtle boy
captured his heart so
much that he believed he could be a joyous, happy, peaceful,
human being who lives.
and continues to become a person who believes the cliff of
Love
So these two are going to be performing an improv scene, and at any moment I can say, and the Oscar goes to which they are going to deliver that monologue that is like a Meryl Streep or Viola Davis or Braveheart-esque whatever. They'll get a little music to help inspire them during that moment as well, and when the music cuts off, they will just return to the scene as normal. But still keeping everything that came out of that monologue. So to get us started, I would love to, they're going on an epic journey somewhere. Where are they going?
Waffle House?
They're going to Waffle House, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's an epic journey to Waffle House. I feel like it's enough for you. We're going to see this game. Count it down with me in 3, 2, 1.
Ben? Joey? There's the door.
Uh-huh.
Famous Waffle House stools. Mm-hmm. We haven't sat since our operation.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Your bandage looks good. I think you're ready.
Well, I mean, physically, obviously, I'm ready. Like, the bandage is there. Mentally, I just don't know if I'm ready to go through the door. I just didn't get. Last time was so bad.
How about
And the Oscar goes to...
we can do it together? Because that's what waffles are about. Waffles are about connection. The light of the mind. The healthy butt. Waffle House is about sitting and witnessing crazy things. Crazy people. Crazy events. Crazy stools. Stools that make you hungry, tired, sweaty, smelly, but full of the most corn syrupy, disgusting fake syrup you've never had. So,
Well, I thought you two would never stop talking. Glad you made it. What can I get you?
I'm obviously gonna have the most corn syrupiest covered pancakes that coat all of my arteries so that I can no longer live.
Pancakes the only way we make them.
And to drink, sir, with your atherosclerosis.
Obviously coffee with more sugar than coffee. Duh.
Heart attack supreme with extra carbs.
I just had surgery. I think I'm ready.
And the Oscar goes to...
You never think that you're gonna be ready, you know? You always think that there's gonna be more time to make unhealthy choices. You know, oh, I'll have time to date a DJ later on down in my life. I'll have time to have 3 Big Macs at 2 in the morning later on in my life. But no! Today is the day for unhealthy choices.
Yes.
I'm ready. Homeless man over there is ready. Unhealthy choices are for today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, today.
Speaking of today, are we gonna get to your order?
yes, I would like fresh fruit, a chocolate croissant, obviously bottomless mimosas.
Where the sweet hell do you think you are?
Fresh fruits at a Waffle House?
You are what you eat.
Spicy.
Hey, Bill, we're gonna take the questionable choices cold food.
And the Oscar goes to...
It is all about questionable choices, isn't it? I mean, isn't that what it comes down to? Like, these
see a fight, a fire, and a hate crime all in the same hour.
Oscar goes to...
I am bereft of entertainment. I don't have enough money to go see a movie. I'm too shy to go to a concert. And I'm also hungry.
Well, then be our guest. Oh, looks like your food's up. I'll go tend to that. You two talk amongst yourselves.
Nancy! I think they all three deserve an Oscar, really. Our next game is going to be a lovely game called Subtexts. It's for Kyle and Garrett. In a little bit, don't yell out now, but I'm going to ask you to give me like a difficult conversation to have with someone, like we're breaking up or something along the lines of that. But can I get like a household chore that these two will be doing?
Mopping.
Mopping. A resounding mopping from the audience.
It's the only chore that
Yes.
exists.
Yeah, that's how you know you're at a gay show, when mopping is spontaneously. Right. So, and then let's get like a difficult conversation to have with someone.
Herpes.
Religion.
Did someone say having webbed feet?
Yes.
So it's basically religion and herpes. We're having the very one of you is dropping the confession that you have webbed feet, but they cannot speak of the actual webbed feet. They can only do it in terms of using it in terms of mopping and subtext throughout this whole process. So without further ado, subtext of having webbed feet.
Carl, squeezing out the old mop again, are you? Don't want to use the sponges and get down in the water.
Yeah, to me, the mop's real dirty. You know, we keep it hidden behind a door, and then we bring it out only when we're alone.
We don't want anyone to see the mop at all.
No, the mop water is actually really filthy. We only change it out like every week.
Disgusting. Who would want to see that? I hope nobody gets to see that.
Yeah, I know. It's like some of the threads just like start connecting.
When that mop gets old, it gets all bunched together and it just becomes one.
Yeah. It's wet. It's like a duck. It's like a duck in water. It's like a duck.
I know how the mop feels sometimes, being down here in the grit and grime of it all, seeing what people don't see underneath the water. It's a dirty place.
It is a dirty place. I feel like you keep wiping that same foot.
The same square foot right here, looking foot.
And it doesn't seem to be getting any cleaner.
Not clean whatsoever, it's too dirty.
You know what? I can't get these unstuck. I'm gonna have to get the scissors.
You don't need the scissors, Craig.
What?
You don't need to be ashamed of that mop. It's a beautiful mop. People will pay money to see that mop.
I mean, this mop does have an OnlyFans. But sometimes it feels like it's a freak. The mop's a freak.
It's the internet. The internet loves freaks, Craig. And a freaky mop is a great mop. A beloved mop.
And they will pay
A
$12.
lovely mop. Just feel those rough edges.
No one's ever touched my mop before.
I never told you this, Craig, but I enjoy mops a lot.
You like,
Not many people actually like mops.
you like.
I find there's a group of us on the internet that really enjoy mops.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah, people pay $12.99 a month to see this mop.
That mop? Wait a second. Let me see the other inside of that. Oh, the other side of that mop. I know that mop.
You subscribe to my mom.
Of course. Can't believe, Craig, you're so popular. You don't have to hide the mop anymore.
Top 1%.
Of course. You're making a fortune and you're here mopping floors with your beautiful mop. Your lovely mop.
But I've always been so ashamed of it IRL.
People in real life, I don't know why people substitute that small letter. They're just the same syllables. I don't know why people are so ashamed.
I don't think you making fun of my use of acronyms.
I'm sorry, you're so much younger than me, Craig.
BRB! BRB!
You could just say be right back. It's the same
I
thing.
got the big scissors! It's time for surgery.
No, Drake, you'll lose all your money, your fans. Just think of all those fans. They're only your fans.
But I'm just tired of all the insults when I'm around people and like,
Quack, quack.
Drake, you're my only fan. And I would never want to see that mop cut up ever. It's a beautiful one.
do you wanna use
Put it in my mouth.
I need an adult.
Brought to you by Affleck. I told you mops are gay. Next game is going to be the dating game. Let's give 3 chairs and a stool. And Garrett is actually going to be our dater. So Garrett's going to leave the room for a second. Everybody say bye, Garrett! Bye! We have 3 eligible people here for Garrett that are going to be giving hints to Garrett on who they are. And hopefully at the end of this he will be able to guess. I'm missing one. Katie, oh, she's getting a chair. And so that they'll be able to sort of give hints to Garrett, who hopefully can tell who his potential dates could be. So let's see here. For Kyler, I would love to give someone you would not like to see at a party, like occupation of somebody or
Arsenic.
Nazi.
Nazi. So great. I don't want to see them in the show. But you're on the right page. I know where you're going with it. That's really good. That's a strong choice. I heard something over here. What was it?
Arsenic.
An arsonist. Great. Lovely. So it's basically a Nazi. Great. Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. Moving on.
Moving right along, y'all.
Atticus is turning into an object. What is that? A toaster. And finally, Katie's going to be a fictional character or a celebrity that's not problematic. Who might that be?
H.P. Lovecraft.
We said not problematic.
Yeah.
Disney.
What is this?
Walt Disney.
Walt?
We said not problematic.
Walt Disney. We can say that. Walt Disney. Wonderful. So just to review, we have...
Arson. Toaster.
All sorts of phobias and isms.
Yes.
Meningitis.
Right. Absolutely. Make some noise for Garrett! Welcome back to the show. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you're looking for in love.
I'm Thaddeus Cornwell. Now I'm just looking for a good adventure.
All right, a good adventure, Mr. Cornwell. Well, we have a wonderful group of people here that could possibly, potentially be a date for you. I'll start off with a little question here, and then we'll let you take over for the second question. But this is kind of a warm-up question we like to do here on the show for all the daters. If you were to take out Mr. Cornwell here on the perfect date, what would that perfect date be like?
Okay, so I think my perfect date would be, I don't know, maybe into like the middle of a forest during a dry season. Honestly, that's it. Sometimes you just kind of just show up places and you see what happens. Also, is that a a bit of a drive, but it's worth it.
I like a good Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. That's kind of messy, but as long as it's not Panera bread.
Oh, right, clearly. Number 3, same question.
Well, just like WD-40, I will slide right into your magic kingdom, but that's for later before this. I also like the woods, but I'm going to be a little bit more specific. What we're looking for is an unconscious human to kiss without consent. I really enjoy that. It's my whole lifetime. The teenage year, the girl, the better.
You're on top there.
So, I mean, if you're down with that,
Speaking of which,
I'm a bad person.
it sounds like someone might want to hang out with me in a bathtub.
Let's just clear some things up. I know I'm that far with it, but
Well, let's hand things over to Mr. Cornwell. What questions would you like to ask the daters?
Well, let's see. If we're say you were on my private land and I wanted to play a game where you ran around and essentially it's hide and seek. But there's kind of your life is being threatened. How would you try to stop me?
Wow. Strong start. Okay. Well, if we're talking about capital offenses and crimes,
Oh, it's on private land. Don't worry.
that
On an island that I own.
fantastic. Nowhere for the fire to escape.
No, not at all.
Yeah. You're fine being homeless, right?
So fire. Interesting choice.
Number 2.
Number 2, same question.
Okay. Well, the first thing I remember is you mentioning running, which is going to be hard for me. Usually if I move in the slightest, charcoal and crumbs everywhere.
Go on.
But I guess the hide and seek part, well, I'm really good at blending in with dark spaces because I almost always overcook. And it just turns black, even though it's on setting 1.5. And don't even think about an everything bagel.
Contestant 3, where would we go for dinner? I think that was the first question, but I want to hear it again.
well, anywhere they serve the gray stuff, it is delicious. But preferably, a very exclusive, private organization that only lets certain kinds of one type of very bland people in.
Sounds like you'll be comfortable in my estate.
I am.
All right, we got time for one more round of questions. What would you like to ask, Dave?
Oh, let's see. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food, obviously, is just anything that's been blackened to a crisp. I know, right?
You like my
I actually like this question. Favorite food? Croissants, bagels, whole wheat toast, white toast, rye toast, Pop-Tarts, bagel bites, forks.
I like consuming the souls of disillusioned children that escape when they find out what kind of horrible monster I truly am.
Oh, well,
Delicious!
we.
That's actually the gray stuff, if
I
you wonder.
I think I found the person I fell in love with.
Oh, all right, well, you're right about that time. So before we actually pick, we're going to eliminate the first person you'd like to not go on a date with.
I don't think I really want to go with a arsonist.
Can I just smell the pipe for just...
And who are you eliminating next?
Well, first, I'm sorry. As much as I love Walt Disney and his beliefs, I just we're just too much alike.
I don't want to date you.
No, sir, that's a problem for me as well.
But
In the
something
road
about
show.
heavy cars really slows down the prey. And so,
Beep, 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 beep.
so a bakery?
Sorry.
Not quite.
A bakery.
I tend to turn things more than just people on. Fire alarm.
Oh, because you're
More
so
forks for me.
hot.
That's a very specific type of food.
It's a bagel. No, a pastry.
The appliance.
A toaster.
Yeah! Nice noise for your neighbor. We got time for one more game. It's going to be a game for all of us. This game's going to be called Love is Like. Is there anybody celebrating anything at all? Right. Anybody that wants to come on stage and just be loved on at all. It's very simple. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? We got one? We got one? Come on up, state your name for everybody. You are? Dallas. Everybody say hi, Dallas. Wonderful, Dallas. We're just going to compare our love to whatever it is that the audience gives to us in this moment. So to get things started, can I get like an occupation you always wanted to be when growing up but never got a chance to be, like an astronaut or?
Taxidermist.
What is this over here?
Gynecologist.
A gynecologist. Yeah, I heard taxidermist. Thank you.
Dallas, our love is like a taxidermist. I can't wait to stuff you.
Yep.
Oh, Dallas, our love is like a taxidermist. You look great on the wall.
Nice.
Dallas, our love is like a taxidermist. I love dressing you up.
What? Dallas, our love is like a taxidermist. It usually involves a big head.
Dallas, our love is like a taxidermist. Why do you look so dead in the eyes?
Hey, can I get like an object that's very specific to an occupation, like a stethoscope or a gavel?
Stun gun.
Stun gun. I love it. Stun gun. What occupation is this?
Dallas, our love is like a stun gun. It'll shock you.
Dallas, our love is like a stun gun, and I want you to storm me, trooper.
Dallas, our love is like a stun gun. Very painful when you miss.
Oh, Dallas, our love is like a stun gun. Assume the position.
Dallas, our love is like a stun gun. Pew pew! Dallas, our love is like a stun gun. Use it on me, because I just like to lie there.
Dallas, our love is like a stun gun. before we do, I want to let you know we offer classes here at OKC Improv, and you can learn all these wonderful fun games and things that we're playing. It all starts with just taking level 1 classes. Go to OKCimprov.com and sign up for the next round of level 1 classes. And by the way, once you sign up for classes, you get into shows absolutely free, as many as you want. So that's always a wonderful incentive to sign up as well. We're going to take a quick intermission. Bathrooms down here. Bars right out there. When we come back, we're going to have some slam poetry from Kyle and Kendon and